Winston Churchill had once described Mrs. Bethany Goodman as a small, middle-aged woman who could climb up and down Kilimanjaro in the morning, have tea with the Queen, and go back and climb the mountain again in the afternoon, with not a hair out of place. Caitrin thought it was a fair description of the woman, and wondered what Winston would say about her being a mother superior. Bethany ran 512, an all-female counter-espionage unit that was unknown to most people in government circles. As Bethany explained, women are either ignored or invisible in our society, which makes them ideal secret operatives. Their headquarters and training facilities at Langland Priory, a secluded country house outside London, was ostensibly a church-run home for unwed mothers. To maintain the subterfuge, staff dressed as nuns for visitors or when they left the grounds, while trainees were young women showing pregnant with the aid of a cushion. Caitrin was one of her first and best recruits. Bethany and Caitrin walked through the woods behind the house. Neither spoke for a while until Caitrin said, "Whenever I see you in that habit, I have an urge to ask for confession, or at least to light a candle and feel guilty, while I constantly fight the urge to say, 'Bless you, my child,' to the milkman. My husband, if he were alive, would be in hysterics to see me in this outfit. Tell me, how is your young American?" "Max is fine. It's hard to see each other sometimes." "Flying Hurricanes, right?" "Yes. He spent months waiting for the RAF to work out what to do with their American volunteers. They created Eagle squadrons, and he's the old man at 26. Why am I here?" "Always direct. You are here because I am concerned about our survival. We exist on anonymity and a shoestring budget, which lays us open to being swallowed up by a larger, predominantly male organization. You know of Admiral Canaris? He is head of the Baer intelligence network, and I'm told a man who loves his dachshunds." "Yes, he does. I've heard that when he's away he calls home daily for a report on their welfare. Gets depressed if they're not well. He is also probably the only man in Hitler's circle who is not a Nazi. Canaris had hundreds of spies, some deep undercover throughout Britain. But MI5, when they're not tripping over their own laces, along with Scotland Yard and 512, rounded up most of them. It wasn't very difficult. The few we did miss were so incredibly awkward they almost arrested themselves. Canaris sent one spy to Ireland. He promptly got lost, and the IRA stole all his money, so he gave himself up. In a way, we might have worked ourselves out of a job." "So what's next? Merge with MI5? MI5 are rather amateurish. There are rumours we might be asked to join forces with another agency, but I will not agree if it means fetching tea for the men or typing letters. We women have worked too hard to go backwards now. I received a request from Royal Navy Intelligence and would like you to go to a meeting at the Admiralty.